Hi, good evening. Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello. It is the 14th of September. We're tapping every day in September. Tap with Jemima. Every day on a different topic and a different issue. Just learning to use EFT in lots of different ways. It's very versatile. Really, once you've learned tapping, the process, that's all you need, because whatever you are going through, you are having an emotional response to that. And if it's an emotional response that you don't enjoy, then you can use tapping to clear it and then tune into something else that you want. So whatever it is, the process is the same. Whatever the feeling is that comes up, tune into it, describe it in your body, tap through the points until you feel it reducing, and then start to choose something else. So whether that's an emotion, a physical sensation, a belief, a situation, whatever it is, just describe it and tap it and notice what happens as you change it. So as always, just take a breath, take a moment, put everything outside of the room away. Anything that's in the past, anything that's in the future. This is time just for you to check in and see how you're doing. So right now it's the end of the weekend. You might be having that Sunday night, Monday morning feeling. 3 of my nephews have gone off to universities and colleges and things, and but quite a few of my nieces and nephews are in a new phase, and lots of people are going through that at the moment. And September's often a time for transition and new beginnings and new starts. For me, it feels more like the new year. I feel like more of a start in September. So if you're going through something, then good luck. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to work out, whether you're moving, whether you've got a new venture. And all change has a level of grief attached to it. There's an ending as well as a beginning. And sometimes we don't always acknowledge that, because we're moving on to something else. We try and suppress the emotion. Lots of things can happen. So let's just take a moment and look at how we cope with change. That's what we're going to focus on today is transition, change, easing that process. We don't want to completely wipe out the emotions because they're genuine, they're important, they have their place, but we can reduce the impact of them so that, you're not on the floor feeling grief, you're just aware of it, acknowledging it, respecting it, and allowing it. When what you resist persists. So if you try not to feel things, or if you feel stuck, or you're resistant to change or process, then it's going to be harder, basically. So you want to go with the energy, with what's coming, and tomorrow you'll feel differently. Next week, 6 months from now, a year from now, things change all the time. So coming back to this moment right here and right now, and take a nice easy breath. Bring your attention to the top of your head, scan down through your body, noticing how you're feeling right now. As always, just stretch in, have a check, notice what it feels like to move around. Like I've said earlier in one of the other videos, you can check on, like, how far can I twist my neck right now? And you'll find afterwards, even if you're not working on an issue like that, you will be more flexible after you've tapped a little bit and moved the energy around. And that's true of lots of different things, but just rolling your shoulders, checking in. Good. Noticing any heaviness, any tension as you breathe in, and letting it go as you breathe out. Choosing to relax more, choosing to let go and come right into this moment. Good. Well, we're going to just tap a couple of rounds. So top of the head, tapping and breathing. If you haven't tapped before, if this is the first time you've experienced this, then just do what I do. Big tap in the beginning of the eyebrow, outside of the eye. You can search on my other videos if you want to go deeper into what EFT is and what we're doing and how to tap around and all of that. But right now we're just going to dive straight in. So under the nose, tapping through the points on the chin, collarbone, under the arm on the side of the rib cage, on the thumb, first finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, and the side of the hand. tap around another round, just breathing and noticing top of the head. So you might notice some of the points are more sensitive. They might feel uncomfortable or relaxing. You might find that you're yawning under the eye. You might find your tummy's gurgling. Hopefully, with your tapping every day, you're going to be building up a new habit, and your body starts to realize, oh, when I'm doing this, I'm releasing emotion. We want to create good habits around what we're doing. Intention is key. What am I doing this for? So I can feel better, so I can shift something, so I can feel more in control of my emotions, of my body, and how I'm responding. Good. Through the points on the fingers, little finger and side of the hand. Good. Hands back to your heart. Lovely. So let's just focus on transition, change. That might be moving house, moving job. It might remind you of your first day at school, leaving home, sending off loved ones, anything, any kind of transition. Just tune into what that feels like. And there'll be a before, a during, and an after. So what does it feel like, the anticipation of that change? Maybe you're excited, maybe you're dreading it. Maybe there are all these different mixed emotions, often the case. And then when you're actually in a situation that you're not looking forward to, it's often better than we expect it to be, because we have access to our resources when things are happening. So you might be nervous about something, but when it comes to it, actually you feel really calm and you just get on with it, because you're able to do something. When something's in the future, we can't do anything, so we often feel quite powerless. So when it's happening, it's often easier. And then afterwards, you can look back and see how it went, what you might do differently. Did you feel good? Did you not feel good? What came up that you weren't expecting? And kind of review. And you can kind of do that at the end of the day, really, every day, and just check in what went well, what didn't, what would I do differently? Just, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Just scanning over what you've done and what you've learned. But coming back to that feeling of transition, that feeling of change, often humans don't like change. We like to know what's happening. We like habits. We like routine. So tuning into that feeling. I love change. I love things being different. I love doing things differently. I love moving. I love change. But there's always a sort of unsettled tension surrounding that of not really knowing what's coming. So what is that like for you? Tuning into your body. And just for a moment, bring to mind if it's something you're going through now, or someone you know is going through, or something you have been through in the past. Just let that come into your body. Think, oh yeah, that was tough. Even if it was exciting, it was difficult. Notice what happens to your body. Maybe you feel it in your tummy, your chest. Okay, keeping one hand over your heart and tapping the top of the head and repeating after me. There is a lot of change happening. Beginning of the eyebrow. Lots of things change in life outside of the eye. Change is always happening. Under the eye. No 2 days are really the same. Under the nose. But when I think about change on the chin, I get nervous. Collarbone. I get tense. Under the arm. I worry. On the thumb. What if something happens? First finger. What if I forget something? What if it doesn't work out? Middle finger. Ring finger. What if I don't like it? Little finger. All these thoughts and fears. Side of the hand that I can experience. Top of the head. When I think about change. Beginning of the eyebrow. Or moving. Side of the eye. Or starting something new. Under the eye. All these thoughts and fears. Under the nose. All this tension. On the chin. All these different emotions. Collarbone that I can go through. Under the arm. Life is full of change. On the thumb. I've survived all of them so far. First finger. I've got to where I am. Middle finger. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it's going to be. Ring finger. Maybe I'll cope better than I think. Little finger. Part of me worries about change. Side of the hand. And part of me doesn't worry at all. Top of the head. Part of me knows that everything is going to be okay. Beginning of the eyebrow. This wise part of me, outside of the eye, knows exactly what's going on. Under the eye. Exactly what's coming. Under the nose. And knows that I'm exactly on track. On the chin. I am where I'm meant to be. Collarbone. And everything's working out for me. Under the arm. All this fear of change on the thumb is a completely normal reaction. First finger. My mind is keeping me safe. Middle finger. My brain wants me to stay alive. Ring finger. And that means staying the same. Little finger. But I know that different things can change. Side of the hand. And I will be completely safe. Top of the head. I choose to move more easily. Beginning of the eyebrow. I choose to let go. Side of the eye. To be more relaxed. Under the eye. I choose to feel more relaxed. Under the nose. Through any change. On the chin. I know it's going to be okay. Collarbone. Whatever comes up along the way. Good. And now you can butterfly tap, hands across your chest. And just think about the situation that's worrying you or has in the past. Tap and breathe. And in your mind, if there is a situation, maybe you are moving house, for example, or one of your kids is leaving home, just see them settled, happy, finding friends. Keep tapping and breathing and really send them some good vibes. See their success and your success. Feel the good feelings. Breathe that into every cell of your body. Good. Notice how good it feels to see that change happening. See their success. See them grow, their growth and your own. See how change is about expansion and growth. Human beings are designed to change. We would have never left the caves otherwise. We do it with caution and in our own way. So just really see that success. Everything working out. Maybe it's going to be better than I think. Keep tapping and breathing. Good. Good. And see that situation concluding happily, easily, everything working out. That transition period being calm, resolved. As you say, they can't make omelets without breaking eggs. So just let all of that happen. The clearing out, the work, the effort, breaking through into good omelette. Stop tapping, take a breath, feel all the good stuff, feel the purpose of why we go through these changes. The upgrades. Good. And when you're ready, one hand over your heart and tapping on top of the head and repeating after me. Even though I find change difficult at times. Something just fell over. Beginning of the eyebrow. I know that I'm safe. Side of the eye. Everything's working out for me. Under the eye. I can relax and let go. Under the nose. I can relax about change. On the chin. I can take one step at a time. Collarbone. Move towards what I want. Under the arm. I can feel better in this moment. On the thumb. Everything's working out for me. First finger. If it feels overwhelming, middle finger, then I can break it down into smaller steps. Ring finger. I can choose to relax. Little finger. Just take one step at a time. Side of the hand. And I will get where I want to be. Top of the head. The more I relax about myself, beginning of the eyebrow. The more I relax about other people, side of the eye, the easier it is for all of us. Under the eye. I choose to relax. Under the nose. I choose to trust. On the chin. I choose to let go. Collarbone. And take one step at a time. Onto the arm. Change doesn't have to be scary. On the thumb. I can be relaxed. First finger. And let it flow. Middle finger. I can see the other side of this. Ring finger. And I'm going to be so glad I didn't. Little finger. I can look back on other changes. Side of the hand. And be glad that I made the decision. Top of the head. That I went through what I went through. Beginning of the eyebrow. Change is good. Side of the eye. Even though I might be worried about my energy under the eye, or the difficulty under the nose, or having to make decisions on the chin, I'm just trying to get it right. Collarbone. I know that it will be all right. Under the arm. Everything's working out for me. On the chin. The more I trust. First finger. And the more I relax. Middle finger. The easier it will be. Ring finger. I'm excited to see how easy I can make this. Little finger. I wonder what would happen. Side of the hand. If I just stepped back. Top of the head. And really let it unfold. Beginning of the eyebrow. Really let myself relax. Side of the eye. Really trust it and let go. Under the eye. Let everyone do what they need to do. Under the nose. Really let go of control. On the chin. And just took one step at a time. Collarbone. I wonder what that would be like. Under the arm. I'm open to finding out. On the chin. I'm ready for a new way. First finger. I can change. Middle finger. As much as I want to. Ring finger. As little as I want to. Little finger. I'm getting it right. Side of the hand. I trust and let go. Lovely. So again, bring your hands back over your heart. Just check in with how you feel now. Bring that situation to mind. Hopefully you can see that working out, playing out happily in your mind's eye. If not, go back, watch it again, keep tapping and noticing different elements if you need to, that you might need to focus on. Take a note, tap on those, keep clearing and clearing and clearing until that feels good and shiny and exciting, or whatever feels right for you. Nice, easy breath. Come back to your body, back to the here and now. Stretching, wiggling your fingers and toes, stretching back into your body. Doing that check, see how far you can move your head now, just as a side note. Relax, breathe, and enjoy. Good. Hope that helped today. As always, you can go through these videos as many times as you need to. Let me know how you get on, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for day 15. Take care. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.